What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Swift video. In today's video, we're going to learn how to put together a custom animated tab bar. So here is a tab bar down at the bottom of the screen here, and we see if we tap on each of these items, we're going to see a different animation. It's very subtle, so look closely. I tap on the gear. In that animation, the label went up. I tapped on the bell and it flipped. And my favorite, when I tap on this little airplane icon, let's see that one more time. It does this cool little spin animation, which I really like. So we'll take a look at how to bring this into your app. It's super simple, super clean, and this home button actually bounces. That's the one I skipped there. But first and foremost, definitely hit that like button if you're into Swift iOS and you're excited to put this together. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We do daily Swift videos here of building apps. If you're into that, subscribe to join. The rest of us here, get Xcode ready, get excited. Let's talk about some custom tab bars. Quick pause before the video. This video is brought to you by iOSacademy.io. Head on over to check out the newly launched TikTok and Swift UI courses. Learn to build world-class professional apps in a fraction of the time, quickly and efficiently. That said, let's get back to the video. All right, we're going to get started by opening up Xcode and creating a new project here. We're going to stick with the app template under iOS, and let's go ahead and give our project a name of custom tab bar. Make sure, of course, your language is Swift and your interface is UIKit. Go ahead and continue, save the project wherever you'd like. And the first thing we're going to do is actually close Xcode here, and we're going to go ahead and open up a terminal. And we need a CD into the project. So I'm going to CD to desktop and the project name. And we're going to be bringing in the dependency via CocoaPods to get this working. If you're not familiar with CocoaPods, it's basically dependencies for iOS projects. We're going to run pod init. You basically need to have CocoaPods installed. If you don't know what it is, I've got a separate video on it. So go take a look at that. Once we've initialized CocoaPods, we'll open it up here. And we want to add in a pod entry here with a lowercase p. And the entry is going to be RAM animated tab bar controller, just like that. Make sure it's spelled correctly. Close up text edits. And you can go ahead and, whoops, not pod init. We want to run pod install. And just like that, you'll see the dependency here in green got installed. And once we've got that installed, you can open up your project folder and you see in here that you should have a custom tab bar.exe workspace. So go ahead and open that up. We're going to expand our Xcode window, close this right panel, and I am going to jump into the view controller file where we will be writing our code. And I'm also going to go ahead and hit that run button to get our project building and loading into a simulator just like that. So cool. So we are going to first and foremost need to import in that dependency we brought in, which is the RAM animated tab bar controller. And I'm also going to go ahead and add a button onto this controller. When we tap it, we'll present the tab bar controller. So basically the demo you saw in the beginning. So we're just going to create a basic button, which is a UI button here with a frame CG rect 00250 by 50. I'm going to go ahead and add it as a subview. We are going to give it a nice background color of system purple. We are also going to go ahead and center it. So I'll say view.center. And let's see, let me also give it a title here. Show tab bar for the normal states. And of course, we want something to happen when we tap on the button. So we're going to add a target with a selector of did tap button, just like that. And the event is touch up inside. So cool. So let's go create that function and let's get into the good stuff with our custom tab bar. So we need to create a tab bar controller. And we're just going to do it right down here below this controller. You could do it in a separate file, but for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to come down here and create a new class, and this is going to be custom tab bar controller. And we are going to inherit from RAM tab bar controller, just like that. We're going to override view did load, call super view did load, and then we are going to configure the tab bar items to get the particular animation we want. So I'm going to do it in this configure function here just to keep our view did load function nice and clean. So a tab bar needs to have a controller per tab that it manages. we're going to have 4 controllers. So let me go ahead and create 4 view controllers. I'm going to say VC1, 2, 3, and 4, just like that. And we're going to set a background color to each of these guys so we can actually see, the difference between each of the tab controllers. So let's go ahead and assign a color to each of their views. So we're going to do that. Once again, it's 2, 3, and 4. Let's just change up these colors real quick. We'll say blue, we'll say system orange, and system pink. So cool. And so now we can do the tab bar items for each of these. So each of these view controllers will have a tab bar item. And instead of using a UI tab bar item, you want to go ahead and create a RAM tab bar item. And you'll see it actually will give it to you in the auto completes. And you can just simply create this like a normal tab bar item with a title and image. So I'll give this first one here a title of home. This is going to have a image, so we're going to use SF symbols, which is Apple's symbol library. I believe house is one of the ones that's in there, and tag can be any value. So pretty simple. We've got that assigned in there. Now, let's see, what do we want to do now? The last thing we want to go ahead and actually do is give this tab bar item an animation. So I'm going to say vc1.tab bar item as, let's see if we can go ahead and do it this way. We're going to cast it as that type of tab bar item, so a RAM animated tab bar item, and we're going to assign an animation to it. Now, there are a bunch of animations built in, so we're going to go over a couple of them. You can have a different animation per tab bar item, which is pretty cool. So we're going to go with the bounce animation here, and we're going to want to go ahead and copy and paste this whole thing for the other 3 view controllers here. So let me just go and copy and paste it. So we've got 2, 3, and 4. Let's go ahead and just tweak these for each of them. So this one will be 2. This one will be 2 as well. This one will be 3. This will be 3. And this one here will be 4 and 4. And of course, we want to change the title and image for each of these. So this next one will say this is settings. We'll use a gear icon. This next one will be activity, and we'll use the bell icon. And let's see, this last one here, let's go ahead and call this, I don't know, flights. It's kind of random, but I'm pretty sure there's an airplane icon, so we'll go ahead and use that. And the final thing you need to do here is on this actual tab bar controller, we're going to say set view controllers. And in this array, we are going to pass in our 4 newly created view controllers, just like that. And we'll say animated is false. So if you hit Command B, you should be able to compile now. And right now, all of our animations are these bounce animations, but let's just go ahead and run it after writing all this code. We're going to tap on this button. And let's see, why is nothing happening? The reason nothing is happening is because we never implemented the button tap. So here I'm going to say the tab bar VC is our custom tab bar controller like that, and we are going to present it with an animation. We're going to try running this app one more time. Let's go ahead and tap this, and we'll see this pop up. We have our 4 tabs down here. If we tap on this, you'll notice that the little tab bar item bounces now. It's very, very subtle, but it is definitely bouncing. So let's go ahead and add some different animations to each of these so we can see what else this framework offers. So a cool little trick is just type in RAM animation, and you'll see a list of a bunch of the ones that this offers. You can in fact actually use this to create custom animations, which is pretty cool. I might do a separate video on that, but this one we'll do a fume animation. For this next one, let's go ahead and do a flip animation. Let's say top. Let's see, what else do we have in here? We're going to do another one for this last one. For this last one, let me go ahead and do a, let's see, we have an fume bounce. I think we already did a flip. We can do a left rotation. Let's do a right rotation animation like that. Let's go ahead and run it, and each of these tab bar items will have a different animation. So we'll go ahead and present it. And if we tap on home, we'll see that well, nothing's happening because home is a default one. We'll tap on settings and we'll see settings. What happened is the label kind of goes up. I'm not the biggest fan of this animation. This one is fume because the label never comes back down, so it just kind of looks weird. Um, we tap on the bell, we see the bell like flipped just like that. I kind of like that flip. And I really like this right rotation one where the plane there you saw just spins to the right. So it's pretty clean, and it's not too frankly obnoxious. So I would feel comfortable personally using this in my own app. So yeah, that's how you do it. There you have it. That's all I've got for you guys today. So basically, just to recap, we brought in the dependency for a RAM animated tab bar controller via CocoaPods. We went ahead and created a view controller that inherits from it. In view to load, we're just calling configure, where we would configure a tab bar controller normally with our controllers and our, we just set some colors and our tab bar items. The only difference is the tab bar item is a custom class here, which is a RAM animated tab bar item. And on each tab bar item, we just assign a animation. So that's how you get this effect. Super simple, looks really nice, really easy to implement. So if you enjoyed the video and found it useful, definitely drop a like down below. Subscribe if you're into iOS and Swift videos. We upload it daily here on this channel. And definitely leave a comment down below if you have any video suggestions, feedback, bugs, concerns. Love hearing from you guys, love replying and just talking to all of you that follow these videos. So thanks so much for watching. Once again, I'll see you guys in the next one.